Credit doesn't always mean credit. There's a big misconception in the marketplace that just because a tenant has a large footprint, they have large following on Instagram, they're owned by a big corporation, that they're guaranteeing your lease with a credit signature. That couldn't be further from the truth. Landlords are taking a risk with any tenant they sign a lease with. A landlord will often provide free rent, pay brokerage commissions, spend capital on building improvements, provide tenant allowance for a tenant to build out the space themselves. Assume we get past the first step. Tenant will provide a guarantee. Is that a parent entity? Is that a full corporate guarantee? Does that corporation truly maintain the assets and the cash flow? Can the cash flow straight to a different LLC overnight? If the landlord does its due diligence and determines this corporation is a credit signature, are they providing a full guarantee for the term of the lease? You could have a limited guarantee. It could be 1, 3, 5, 7 years of the term. But that doesn't mean that you have a credit signature for the term of the lease. When a lender underwrites the value of an asset, they evaluate each lease. They consider the security and the guarantee the landlord has in place for each tenant and each space. This translates to a dollar value for the landlord interested in refinancing their asset. It doesn't necessarily cost the tenant any upfront cost, but does expose them to a dollar amount in the future should they decide to terminate the lease early. For the tenant that doesn't offer a corporate guarantee, perhaps they offer a principal to provide a personal guarantee. The same concept though. Is that personal guarantee for the term of the lease? Is that for a portion of time? Is that for a portion of rent? I'm going to pause here for a great story that happened to a client of mine a few years back. We were working on a deal with a franchisee. He provided amazing looking financials. It was a personal guarantee, so we looked at personal tax returns. He filed joint with his wife. We signed the lease. He gets divorced. We find out the assets all belong to his wife. He declares bankruptcy. Good luck trying to collect a cash deposit in a bankruptcy court. Learn to ask questions when reviewing financials, whether it's corporate or personal. In a future video, we'll cover the difference between a letter of credit or a cash deposit. If you think you have a credit signature and you're about to sign a lease, call us and let's just make sure you're actually protected. Share a war story with us. We want to know. Drop a comment.